Hello, grade 3 learners. Welcome to MwalimuPLUS live class. My name is Teacher Anastasia Ongiri. We are going to learn mathematics activities. Welcome. I hope you are doing well. Good. Now, before we learn today's lesson, we are going to remind ourselves what we learned in our previous lesson. Do you remember what we learned about? Oh yes, we learned about numbers, whole numbers, and we were identifying missing numbers in patterns up to 1000. Remember, we learned how to count numbers up to 1000, and we were able to identify the missing numbers. I gave you some work to do. Yes, we were supposed to look for these two missing numbers and fill them there, isn't it? Yes, now, let's see. We first want to know something about this pattern. This pattern, we want to know whether it is increasing or decreasing, isn't it? Yes, remember we said if we want to fill in the missing numbers in a pattern, we also need to know about the rule that is being followed when we are writing the numbers. Is that okay? Very good. Now, for us to be able to know the rule that is being followed here, and if we are increasing or decreasing the numbers, we are supposed to see the two numbers which follow each other. For example, in our pattern, we have two numbers which are following each other. Which is the first number there? Yes, we have 314 and followed by 316. From these two numbers, what can you see? Is the number increasing or decreasing? Very good. The number is increasing. And so, we are going to find out by how many is it increasing, isn't it? Yes. So, we are going to take these two numbers, we get the difference, and then in our numbers, we are going to keep on adding as we count on, isn't it? Very good. Let's see. We take the biggest number, which is 316. We take away 314. And we get a simple number, a whole number, which is number 2. Very good. So, in our pattern below, we are going to continue adding 2 to every number to get the next number. So we start by number 310, then you add 2 to get what? 312. Then from there, 312, when we add 2, we get 314. Very good. And then from 314, add 2, we get 316. Very good. Then from 316, when you add 2, you'll get what? Very good. 318. And so now we have our two missing numbers, which are number 312 and 318. I hope you got it right. Yes, it's fun to play with these numbers. Keep on doing more patterns and you'll enjoy learning maths, isn't it? Very good. So, today we want to learn something different. We want to learn numbers which are not whole. Numbers which are not whole, we call them fractions. And so, we are learning numbers, fractions, identifying an eighth as part of a whole. Identifying an eighth as part of a whole. What do I mean? When you have something whole, like a pizza, we have a pizza there. Does it look yummy? Yes, I love eating pizza. So, I have 7 more friends with me, and I want to share them this pizza. So, how many times am I supposed to divide this pizza? Yes, I'm supposed to cut it to make 8 pieces so that each one of us will have a piece. Now, look at the second diagram there. we've divided that pizza into 8 pieces. Now, each one of us will have one piece out of the 8 pieces. So, as you can see from this diagram, when you remove one piece of pizza, you will say that you have 1 out of 8. 1 over 8 is a fraction. And this fraction, we call it an eighth. Can you say that? Very good, an eighth. Now, I want us now to use an eighth in our activities. Can you see the diagram? What do you think this is? Yes, this is a window. Very good. This window has window panes. Can you see it? Yes, how many can you see? How many panes can you see? We can count. Let's start from number 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. From my right, we have number 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 window panes, isn't it? Yes, so now, let's see what we are supposed to do with this window. What fraction is shaded in the above window? As you can see, we have a diagram there, isn't it? Yes, this diagram is a window that has 8 window panes, and as you can see, we have painted one section, one part of this section. So how many do we have? 8, and we have shaded 1. So we say that that one which is shaded is 1 out of 8. And 1 out of 8, we said that it is called an eighth. Very good. Let's see another activity. Shade an eighth of the whole. As you can see from the picture there, we have one piece of paper. Can you see that? Yes. Which shape is that? A square. Very good. We have a squared paper. It is one whole, a complete paper, isn't it? Yes. We want to see how we can make an eighth out of this paper. I hope you'll enjoy this activity. And make sure that you do more activities like this at home, isn't it? Very good. So, first, we are going to halve this paper. When you make it a half, you will have a shape of rectangle. Can you see that? Yes. Then from this rectangle, we can make it a half again. And we are going to have another square. Then, from this square, we want to make a half of this square. But this time round, we want to make a different shape out of this square. As you can see, if we cut it diagonally, we can make another rectangle. So I want us to cut it across the middle of that paper. Yes, and we make a triangle to make a difference. Is that okay? Yes, let's see what we'll have. Very good. So when you have that square and then you cut it at the middle, and you should make sure that you press it hard along the crease so that we can see the fold. Is that okay? Very good. So now, as we have the triangle, we are going to open up the paper now. When you open it up, you will find that we have so many triangles in that paper. And we want to count these triangles. Can you help me count them? And then you tell me how many you can see. Yes, you are very fast. That is correct. We have 8 triangles. Very good. And remember, our work was to color an eighth of this paper, isn't it? Yes, so when we talk of an eighth, we said that an eighth is 1 out of 8. So you can choose any. 1 out of these 8 triangles. You can choose from your left or from your right. So I decided to take one from my left. And I have colored it, like as you can see from the diagram, isn't it? Yes, now you can do this at home also. Show your brother and your sister how to make different shapes out of one full paper. Is that okay? Did you enjoy the activity? Yes, these activities will help you remember an eighth. So children, before I leave, I want to give you some work to do there at home. I have a chain here. Can you see this chain? Yes, it has some rings. I want you to count these rings and then you are going to color an eighth of this chain. Is that okay? Yes, I know that is easy for us, isn't it? Very good. Remember, an eighth is 1 out of 8. Is that okay? Very good. Have a nice time, children. Bye-bye.